That gets you a whooping. Okay, so we got through that cleanly again. It's a good thing that we caught, we brought Malaclips along for this. Where's the feed? You know, some equipment. Yeah, well, we're pretty much stacked for equipment. The only thing we really need is health. Hey, health. Hey, words. Yeah.
How appropriate.
I guess we can give that up for improvement next. Alright. This might be a little bit more difficult. We'll do our best, as we always do. Can't ask for more. Well, you can, but you might be disappointed. Why?
How did you not get that? We're not to be messed with.
Roll. Didn't get out of the way of that one in time. I'd like to beat up the shaman first. Uh-oh. Roll. Oh, I don't think the bow has do damage though, so Malaclips is ready for another shield, right? Yes, you are. Did this shield block the bow? That's not really what I was hoping for, but... I don't think we've taken damage on this so far. There we go. Me and my big mouth. Cool finisher, though. Okay, took a little bit of damage, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Okay. Regain food. I should probably camp. I know I can't use it to heal, but I might be able to buy some equipment. Trade. What do you got for me? Sacrificial blades. Knockdown blitz. Perform a series of strikes that can be guided towards multiple targets. The final strike causes knockdown. Hits increases during a combo. Riposte can interrupt counterattacks. Weak against enemies with high defense. Let's buy them.
Whose sacrifice? That is the question.
We already got 16 of our 13 big ones, but we'll just leave them there. Finish trading. Alright.
Deal with them if you will. I would rather leave them be.
Takes a moment to realize they're gnomes, dirty, poorly armed gnomes. Yeah, we've seen this before. Hand over some equipment. Food, give me some armor and I'll give you a health potion. This thing is pointless to me, so I'll give you that. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster cards, opt to discard a basic monster card, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Oh yeah, we had that once before. Ugh, if this is the refill your thing, I'm gonna be kind of peeved. Nope.
Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Malaclips' cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover an entrance blocked by a stone door. You must seek out air out of the veil and the underneath, the bard had explained, as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. Okay, by all means. Continue. The spectral ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 10 food items per entry. Well, we got plenty. Malaclips scoffs, robbery for trying to hustle us, sir. I'll have you know that I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. Time's hard for us, Mal. You'll see when you get in there. Alright, sure. Ogre places his book down over the mighty push. The stone door rolls open. An narrow tunnel takes you deep below the earth, opening into a vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shantytown, red lanterns lining the quiet streets. Malcolm leads on. Welcome to the Underneath, coin slave. Since that bothersome Empire edict, we had to hide away in places like this. This used to be quite the hub of activity, but now... He surveys the silent streets grimly. I guess the Empire is increasing its forces. Let's pursue the stores. Among the abandoned stalls, you find an ancient-looking shop front. The red lantern light you read Lelat's oddments, used stones directions. Curses and blessings. You follow the sign through the lonely street until they lead you to a sizable hill of colorful rags where you believe a market once stood. An elderly woman climbs from a pile. Okay, we don't want that. Malcolm sniffs and backs away. I'm not allowed in there after I stole all those stupid pebbles. With a jangle, you enter the dusty store. You find it filled shelves, basket glass cases with rocks of various shapes and sizes. The wizened shopkeep Lilat peers over the counter at you, inquire about used stones. He waves his wrinkled hand at his wares. You see baskets of giant boulders, smooth pebbles, and tucked away in a corner a basket of rings. Shopkeep looks around fondly at the stones. What would you like to buy? Everything is 20 gold apiece. Let's buy a stone, I guess. I think I missed it. Yeah. One of my favorites. Let's see if we can buy a ring. No. Wrinkled shopkeeper unrolls a dusty map. Ask where the nearest trader is. Yes, there's one here. He drags an ancient finger to a spot on the map. You can buy healing there. That's nice. You don't have to pay anything for that? Okay. We're gonna not try not to get into too many fights. Return to town center. Enter the Devil's Ears Tavern. Why not? Max breathes in the heady scent of berry wine, smoke, and feathers. The Devil's Ears, my home away from home. He pulls out his lute and leaves to serenade the pretty bartender. She tries her best to ignore him. The decrepit hag nurses a smoldering pint glass at one end of the bar. Alone in the corner, a hooded figure looks unmoving. Orange Crone sips her drink. It smells strongly of citrus and burning coal. While sizing you up, you wish to buy something, do you not? She grins wickedly, revealing a mouthful of jagged yellow teeth. I can send you somewhere, no cost, but I cannot assure you the end where you want. What are you drinking? This is a pint of liquid plague. I'd let you take a sip, but I'm reasonably certain it would be the last thing you ever did. Let's change our mind. If you could heal up with food in a heartbeat, honestly, but now I kind of want to avoid pain as much as I can. So let's find the contact. Malcolm leads the way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming coming from within. A woman robes adorned with silver ornaments greet you at the door. Merc, you said you would come begging for help. Regardless, you are late. Malcolm bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping to purchase a cure. Ira of the Veil frowns for a bit before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the same room and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man is locked in a cage, crying in fevered agony. Sores of corruption fester on his body. Without warning, she opens the cage and the man rushes at you, but with surprising strength, Ira subdues the mad, writhing creature. This is the mage, Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Malaklips carefully as Cohen cries get more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away, disgust and fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before turning to you. What will you do? Keep him locked up? He throws the creature back in the cage and locks the iron gate. Then you wait. Malaklips make a feeble joke about going to get some candied buns for the show, but a withering glance from Ira convinces him to stay. The imprisoned mage begins to deteriorate quickly. The source of corruption spread across his body and blood begins to pour from his mouth. They throw himself into the cage for the umpteenth time. You know no shred of humanity remains. Ira flings an enchanted shard of ice from her hand onto the corrupted mage's throat, killing him instantly. You are too weak. She glanced at Malaklips, who is staring wide-eyed at the dead mage, the both of you. With that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering at a table strewn with dead and shiny things. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes free with our kind. She tapped silver dust from a bottle. Save the stolen mage children for me, and I will give you the cure.
Still, what secrets does your companion hide from you?
Those Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city. You better hurry, Erasmus Malaclips. That illness can't be held at bay for much longer, I'd wager. Ewa laughs. He hasn't told you. Then it's not my place to say. But know this, friend of Malaclips, if he doesn't find a cure soon, you're in grave danger. Nonsense, Malaclips stands, unstopping a wine bottle nervously. He was my lover when I was young and stupid, Ewa says, matter-of-factly. Nonsense, Malaclips shouts. Why I'm alluring at all ages, you'd be glad to have me still. Ewa gives Malaclips a severe look, and he balks, cowering in his seat. Alright, let's leave. Iron Veil finds you again just as you begin your ascent. Mal. The bard turns around. You catch a glip of hope in his eyes. She avoids his gaze. Take the children to the madman near Frostford. They run an orphanage. I fear it's no longer safe here. Let's purchase some healing if you can. Sure. I'll take another one of those. You know what? Actually, let's see what equipment he has. There's that gambler's jewel, which adds to our dice rolls. We should really get that.
Is that your choice? Really?
Really? What else do you got? Billy Clubs. Felvin's Favor. First kill enemies randomly highlighted. Enemies killed first. Gain +5 life. Yeah.
But will it be yours? Who can say?
Anders greets you with a smile. Ah, there you are. We were just about to leave. You must be wanting this. I will not equip it right now, though. Actually, I will. Your helm defense increases by 10. We will give you a suit of armor. As with the armor, he begins to examine the item thoroughly, inspecting every joint and seam. Yes, yes, yes. So this time, every time we get into combat, we should equip the other.
Alchemy is one of the pure arts. That says little for its practitioners, however.
Countless jars and obscure artifacts clutter a room. On a central workbench, a peculiar glass beaker simmers over a flame. Ah, I see I found my laboratory, then a voice exclaims. From behind a pile of dusty books... Did I just say dusty books? Whatever. Dusty books, a robed figure emerges. Chad... Well, let's call him Chad now. Clad in a pointy hat and pair of thick spectacles, Chad smiles. Here to create the elusive elixir of life, or perhaps it is gold you desire. All is possible through alchemy. Alas, I have yet to prove that such things are indeed possible, he explains. No matter. Say, would you care to assist me with my experiment? Sure. Very well, let's begin. Take a jar and place its contents in the beaker, he says, as he dips his quill in an inkwell and prepares to write. Remember, you must keep the elixir pure. Take a jar from the shelf and unscrew the lid. What? I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, do we need to get all reds or something? Well, red generally means health, so anyway. Jar contains a collection of red feathers. You place one in the beaker and it dissolves instantly. The clear liquid gains the faintest tint of red. Excellent, the alchemist says as he crawls feverishly in his ledger. Now pick another. Okay, let's aim for red again. We will not do that, but we will nudge to the right. The jar contains dried red mushroom. You sprinkle a handful into the beaker and it dissolves instantly. The red elixir intensifies. Remarkable, the alchemist mutters as he continues to write in the ledger. This looks promising. Now pick one more. sorta nailed it. Continue and we'll nudge to the right again. As you add the red beads, the mixture glows intense red, lighting up the room. Eureka! The alchemist's eyes grow wide with excitement. The fabled elixir of life. He eagerly dips a large ladle into the glowing liquid and holds it out to you. Here, have a drink. The deal draws you 2 max life gain cards. You know, having started off with 10 health, now being at 140, quite good. Your mind clears you and you find a newfound strength and hardiness about you. And we do get the token too. Nice. The alchemist thanks you profusely for your assistance before turning to his ledger to make more notes. Winter solstice. That is also health, so we can leave that for later. Okay, let's put on our other helmets. Or better slows your day's journey. So we're definitely going up against greed. Oh no, we just have multiple of them. Captain of Steel and 5 of Steel. Let's do the sacrifice thing. Sacrifice your companion, discard a monster card. Yeah, let's. Then we just have the captain left. Why is he already sparking? Command falls on the head of those who are loud, brash, and fortunate. Captain wears armor that dulls standard attacks. Use bash to break their armor. Oh, well. He had green, then it moved on to red. What up with that, huh? Maybe I would have been better off just fighting the other guys. I don't know. Alright. Well, we gained 5 health from that. Oh, because it was highlighted. Nah, okay. Well, now we know how that looks like. I thought because there was only one guy I wouldn't have counted, but apparently it does. Okay. The beginning of the feed, you noticed they were guarding some equipment. Whee! We could use a shield, I imagine.
Do you use this for its holy virtues, or its cutting edge?
We'll need to do 11 more. If I'm not 100% mistaken, this might be... well, this might not have to be done in one go, I hope. Anyway, we will not equip that. We only need to hit 11. It shouldn't be too difficult. We'll re-roll these into a 1 and a 2. Or not. I mean, it still would have failed were it not for the +2 there. Look to find your way to higher and drier ground. Back on the path, you continue your journey. The longest night of winter, townsfolk of Stiegel set up around a huge bonfire to celebrate the victory of light over darkness. The one night the Empire turns a blind eye to the outlaw use of magic. You join a group of peasants close to the fire, taking a sip. The woman beside you offers you a goblet. You apply the accepted potion, take a quick swig. Warmth runs through your body and you fall into a deep hypnotic trance as you stare into the dancing flames. Taswok chant calling on the mountain spirits. In a flurry of snow, spirits descend and join the festivity. A curious white owl approaches next to you and speaks. I sense a magical air about you. If you feel particularly inclined, will you share your blessings in exchange for longevity? You may trade blessing for max life. You know what? Sure. Technical sensation flows through your body. 155 health. Good God. Engage the flames and the festivities continue around you. You wake to find yourself in a stable nestled among a herd of cows. On your way out, you spot a few unconscious Empire guards huddled together outside the stable. And Malaclips is back. Unfortunately, we didn't get a shield, so I don't think we will get to our 60 defense, but you know. Stepping back, I guess you've come to collect this. Yes. Exemplary armor feels stronger than it once was, yet its weight remains unchanged. Let's upgrade the shield then. This thing is more pot lit than shield, it's not even worth fixing. I tell you what, take this one on the house. Ooh. Will you upgrade it for me though? Upgrade the shield. That could be our 60 defense. So to improve this, but it will take several days. I'm heading to Breton, meet me there. Okay, cool. You just have to make sure that we equip all the good stuff. Speaking of equipping the good stuff, we should go back to our frontier barbets.
Man-eating plants. I can't say I blame them.
Yeah, you are. Its gaping mouth looks more capable of shredding you to pieces, but it's based on some unusual fruit. Let's see. Throw a piece of equipment to distract the mouth. Let's chuck the cardinal blade. Sure. Yes. Launch your cardinal blade at a creature with a snap of its jaw. The item disappears. You pluck one of the fruits while it is distracted. Food is especially delicious, leaving you feeling refreshed and vigorous. Seriously. Creature curls up to protect the remaining fruit as you leave the area. 170 health. It'd be a shame if we wasted this all. Poor old Chester. Let's buy exotic lies. Pass you a bag of luminous blue apples. Have you ever felt the feeling of your heart being torn from your chest? I have. Chester stares so forlornly at you that you're forced to comfort him before the transaction can proceed. I think this one might be 10. Nope, 30. Well, we don't have that. It's just food though, so all things considered, it's not. Who would have guessed that to be there? Sure. Simony Remedy. If you have 0 gold and 0 food at the beginning of a new map, draw 5, gain cards, then discard. Receive plus 15 life for every gold gain card. That seems great. Now we just need to gain gold. Silence of Greed and 5 of Greed. Trapper of Frosts and... Okay, we'll do the Shamans again. Yeah. One-handed recommended. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go with... Actually, I might have, should have, probably, may have done that and go with one of the blades and the... Alright, Shaman, time to get beat the butt up. No. Alright, we lost our shield, but we can go get a new one, which I will do. Come on, I need your shield, buddy. Also, thanks for taking those hits for me. And I didn't even get the shield, it looks like. Did I get it? Or was Malaclips interrupted somehow? Is that a thing, you think? I don't know. Yeah, good shot on that one. I'm getting a good amount of those things in though. Okay, let me just get a shield just in case. It's unlikely that we'll need it, but hey. Should have used the active. Oh well, I didn't think it was ready yet. We're doing quite well though. Come on, gold. Nailed it. Billy clubs. I will not equip. No. We also have a token to them, but we're working on another one at the moment. Fortunately, no gold was gained. And I didn't even switch to my other... whatever. Continue.
When even the fires of creation are destroyed, what new wonders can enter the world?
Spy column of smoke in the distance. Wreckage strewn across the road alerts you to the fate of the traveling forge. You rush to the forge and find Anders sitting on a wooden stool amidst the debris, startled but otherwise okay. Ah, he says, looking up. I was hoping you'd find me here. The ogre Draknar ambushed this forge while I was traveling to Brayden. I'm fine, he continues, tearing up a little, and the forge can be built. It's Ari that I'm worried about. She stormed off in a rage. Her heart is in the right place, but I fear she's no match for Draknar by herself. I almost forgot you will probably be needing this. Ah, it's only 15. We're gonna be 5 short. Yeah, we are legitimately going to be 5 short, aren't we? Let's check our inventory. If we go with Archer's Bane, we can then get this shield. So that's 15, 20, yeah. 55. That's a shame and a half, isn't it? Still 55 defense ain't bad. Excuse me for a spell. Sorry about that, let's carry on. Okay, so we're gonna be 5 short, which we won't get the gold token, but you know, that's life. Ask for longer life. Or it's a long shot. Let's ask for longer life, just stack things up stupidly. That'll show you to send me off at 10 HP. I got 185. Well, a possible of 185. That's a lot of dudes. Well, it's more opportunity for us to... Oh, we got the Archer's Bane now. Should have gone with the hammer. There are none so hated by the infantry's archers. Small wonder this one is prized by them. Tried to... I probably should have checked what the token for this one was. Oh well. Yeah, I failed to roll out of the way of that one. That was clear. On your feet. I wonder what all their jingling is about. Oh yeah, there should be a marked one here. I'm not sure if that was the guy, but rolled into that one. It would be bad to start losing lots of HP though, so can you give me shield? Thank you. Nearly lost it again. And luckily that did not hit me due to me rolling out of the way. Or rolling in the way, I can't really tell what I was doing there. I wonder if the jingly thing is actually telling that my super is ready. Even though that's already fairly clear, I must admit. So that went well. We took some damage, which is as unfortunate, yeah, but keep in mind if you get gold from this, you will gain health again. 8 fame. Food. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh well. We only need to hit 11.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Not really. As you can tell. One more food ain't a problem, but this is where it becomes important. Need to hit a 9. Wonderfully.
Well done. You continue to impress.
Arm muscling, that's just a little bit of extra gold. May as well. Should be good. There we go. 17. Oh yeah, we get money from this, which means we get health. Sweet. That was good from us to come here then. Alright, and I guess that's the end of the line. Unfortunately, we will indeed not get the gold token, but oh well. We have a lot of other ones.
Who are you, that you flee so eagerly to the source of your own destruction, staggering across fields of bones in order to seek revenge?
Mist pools in the foothills as you approach the ogre's lair. Bones of fallen champions littered away, picked clean by vultures. Their weapons lay here and there, rusted by the damp and twisted by the weather. Last chance to improve our defense. By that you mean we can swap out our gear, but we can't actually gain more defense. Catch up to Ariane as she charges through the hillside. In her hands she carries a massive mace. It's fashioned from the traveling forge's anvil. Let us see how he likes it when my forge strikes back. This place gives me the creep, Malclip says between breath. Trust you have your finest armor equipped, coin slave. I don't want to repeat what happened last time. There's no time for caution, Ariadne says, pushing past. Let me at the beast. No one destroys my father's forge and continues to draw breath. He stops and lets out a roar. Where are you, monster? Silhouette of Yogurt looms out of the mist. He raises his club above his head and leaps down from his perch, smashing the ground in front of you. The poor fools come happy to their own death, he grins, displaying a mouth of yellow jagged teeth. Crunch, crunch, the little wagon went. Tossed your bones sing as beautifully. Erno bells in defiance and charges her foe. Dragnar swings his club wildly, catching Malclips and sending him flying. Oh, there he goes. The ogre swings at you. Spying dexterity, Irene leaps to your aid, taking... Yeah, this is... We would have had her if we had the 60 defense, I guess. Battered, she crumps to the ground. There was no way you'd be able to take a blow from that magnitude in that armor, she huffs. Blood bubbling from her mouth, but I'm afraid I won't be much help now. Alright, so just be stupidly careful here, I guess. It would be sad if we lost this one, but we've got a good amount of tokens from it anyway. So let's just try not to get smashed. Even among ogres, Dracnar was feared. Once he was a leader among their kind, but those days are long gone. The ogre's thick hide reduces damage by 4, making low damage weapon less effective. Beware, club deals devastating damage, evade or perish. Okay, so if I think I'm just gonna focus on rolling out of the way of the club. I really don't want to miss that. So if I get hit by the foot a few times, then so be it, but I am not gonna try to block anything here. did it. Alright, we're getting that gold, but hey, we got silver. And second place is just the first loser, isn't it? I'm kidding. Well, it's true, but we did get 4 tokens. With Yoga defeat, you help Ariadne and Malclips to their feet. Then you see it shining under a pile of bloodied rags and small bones. Half of Odysseus' charm. 2 halves of Odysseus' charm slide together, and with a rush of relief, you feel the curse lift. Food
Every
bounty.
butcher understands how best to cleave flesh from bone.
Create an order that lasts 60 seconds. While active, gain +1 food for every enemy defeated. Excludes undead. Probably because they don't have any meat on their bones. Anyway, artifact, powerful combat out of middle number of uses. Okay. With a shout of joy, Ariadne lifts her hammer to the sky. Wow, now that was exhilarating. We brought down Draknar the Mighty. We're bloody heroes. Ariadne runs a hand over her hammer. She seems reluctant to let this moment go. Say, you don't need some extra muscle in your troop, do you? You befriended Ariadne the blacksmith. Fortunately, no gold. But again, let's see what we did get.
And so you gather more tools, and with each step, more power.
For defeating the ogre Draknar the Mighty. Stirring the mire, wetland ambush, toshers. Defeating the ogre Draknar the Mighty, your supplies have been added to. Battered helm. Odysseus' charm, Sisters of Vengeance, Ward of the Innocent, and jousting armor. And there's the drunkard and the blacksmith. Following Goblin all the way to Goblin Town. You get Goblin Town. Cool. Convincing Ira to help Malaclips, the stolen ones. Discovering the Killer of Life, you get Lionheart.
Think. Do not continue to fail me. I have need of your greatest efforts.
Hey, that was pretty good. Dealer, or whatever which name you go by now. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this episode though. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, if you enjoyed the series, feel free to show support by coming, liking, and subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye everyone.